You're listening to real conversations with real people about business and branding. This is the Sheba Show on the Creative AF Divine Flow. So welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Sheba Show. I'm not going to explain my absence. We will just proceed like I've been recording this whole time. So I am here with Xavier Bishop, who some of y'all might know as the Brookie King. I am going to allow him to introduce himself, and then we're going to get right into the interview. Xavier?
Awesome. Well, my name is Xavier, also known as Zay, with Regal Pineapple Hospitality, formerly known as Zay's Signature Creations. And definitely almost said the wrong thing.
Okay. So let's start there then. What
Yeah.
inspired the change from Zay's Signature Creations to Regal Pineapple
Yes.
Hospitality? How?
I get asked that all the time over the past, 2 months it's
I mean,
been.
it's huge. I mean,
It's
we all knew
huge.
Zay's Signature Creations.
Yes.
And, now you're like, we rebranded. And just like I said, you didn't explain it. So give
Right.
us some tea.
It's definitely, half a decade since we've been Zay Signature Creations, which is why I almost said Zay Signature Creations, because I'm always used to presenting Zay Signature Creations. And so the real purpose behind rebranding and changing the name was I really wanted to remove my name from the company because I'm looking at it long term, longevity, right? We want to have more of a corporate feel of longevity and respect as a hospitality company before people even see us. When you see our name, I want it to scream hospitality. I want it to scream corporate company. And Regal Pineapple Hospitality says that. Zay Signature Creations, not so much unless you know our history.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like the previous name was very in alignment with like the gift baskets and just like the experiences that you guys created
Yeah,
rather than being a straight hospitality company. So this is good.
absolutely.
Why pineapple? I have a pineapple bottle opener at home. I had a pen that had a pineapple on it. And
Yes.
I have bought a lot of brookies. So tell me, what does the pineapple mean? What's the symbol of
So
the
the
pineapple?
pineapple is huge, and a lot of people don't know, but the pineapple is the universal symbol for hospitality. That is the true core from the pineapple. All these new meanings, that is like new stuff, but the pineapple comes from centuries ago, over 20, 30 centuries ago, where the pineapple was a rare thing. Not everybody had access to pineapples. Only the rich and the wealth had access to the pineapples. So when they had their gatherings, they used the pineapple as a welcome,
I was gonna
a
say, I see
greeting.
like someone walking up to you and saying, "Here's a
Here's the
pineapple."
pineapple. And you get excited but because you can't get a
You have two
pineapple.
pineapples on.
Yes, it's the brand. It's all in the branding.
Yeah.
It's all in the branding
Well, that makes
because,
sense.
yeah, so that's where the pineapple stemmed from centuries ago. It was used as, hot commodity, as a welcome gift, and it made people feel welcome. And they also used it as, hey, thank you for coming. See you next time. And that's actually why if you've done business with us at some capacity, at some point, you've gotten a souvenir that has a pineapple on it
Yes.
because it's part of the hospitality. Thank you,
Yeah.
for doing business with us.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about, and the audience and the
Yeah.
viewers, how you started ZSC before it was Regal Pineapple?
Wow. Well, it started with elegant picnics. A lot of people know. There are some people still know today. It's like, oh, you're the picnic guy, and I'm like, yeah, a little bit more than that now. But that's where we started. In 2020, back when I was still in restaurant management, working 75 hours a week. Still don't know how I was doing that, but I was doing it.
Yeah.
And so we went from just picnics in the park during the pandemic. And it became a popular thing because people didn't want to go out to eat in restaurants. They didn't even want to have these picnics in the park. We were doing them in their backyards, in their living room, in their dining rooms. And it just kind of grew from there. I realized that I loved bringing true hospitality back because at the time during the pandemic, it was dying instantly. It was like an instant effect. I was just like, this is crazy. Like I had just graduated from hospitality school, not even 6 to 12 months before that. So I still don't even know how we did that
Yeah.
because a lot of people are like, well, how did you keep going after, like during the
So
pandemic?
is that when Bookie's Brookies was born? Kind of like you needed a
Yes.
pivot, and so you created another stream?
Another stream. Yeah, absolutely. So when the picnics was going, it was the perfect time to bring that and introduce it while we still had clientele for the picnics. And it was started as a family treat. As you know, Bookies, Brookies, brownie cookies started between my grandmother and I, just playing around the kitchen one day, couldn't decide between brownies and cookies, and decided to do both. And when the event started with just the picnics, they were like, "Oh, you should add that on. That would be great." I said, "You know what? That would be great. Let me try it out." And here we are. I mean, Bookies Brookies has been the fastest growing brand. You know that, we know that, and it's crazy.
So, what advice would you give to a small business owner who has a product like Brookies on scaling or growing? Heck, even getting started. Like, what can you tell us about like really putting yourselves out there if you have a product like that?
You have to move with intention. Definitely have to move with intention because over the years, we haven't always been a luxury dessert brand. We have continued to grow over time, seeing what the trends were, what type of experience we wanted to give or we were already being known as. Before we even transitioned into the luxury dessert brand, we were listening to our audience. I was like, oh, this is great. This is a nice, this is a premium experience before it even transitioned to that. They were like, oh, this is your king of the brookies. These are the best brookies we've ever had. Because some people already know brookies from, the boxed in the store or from some different
Some
pizza
other
places,
people who
some
are
other
making
people that are making
brookies,
brookies. And they're
not the
like,
king of
right.
brookies.
And so when they taste it, I was like, oh, well, this is different. Never had this before. This is unique. And so we're like, okay, we are a premium product.
You kind of said something that made me think about my book, market research. It's like you
Yes.
were doing it even though you didn't really set out to do it. And I think that's one of the most important things about being in business is actually like going out there and starting and trying because that
hmm
is literally how you're going to do your market research, you
Yeah.
know?
I think that's a really great idea because, not a good idea, but I like that you said that because that's exactly what we did. And we compared ourselves with the other brands and not, saying comparing as if we were doing things wrong and comparing wise, okay, where are we at? But no,
Yeah.
looking at your competitive analysis, right?
Absolutely.
That's really important. Like there's a difference between, comparing yourself where you are with other big brands, but no, looking at it more from a competitive analysis standpoint and seeing, okay, what are some things that we can improve to grow like a big corporate company?
Right. Which leads me to my next question is a lot of people who have desserts are
hmm
interested in partnering with coffee shops the way that you do. So what can
Yes.
you tell us about getting that done? Like how would we go about approaching that? And then tell us about your
Wow.
next partnership.
Oh my goodness. Well, diving into that, that was a really scary thing for me personally because I didn't see myself going into that before we opened a brick and mortar. That was long-term goals. But when we moved our timeline of when we wanted to open the brick and mortar, I really had to pivot and see how can we get brookies in front of more people. And going the wholesale route, I was like, well, that's a good idea. Okay, what do we need to do to get into that? So going back and seeing, okay, what type of certifications did we need? What type of kitchen did we need to prepare that in? What type of packaging did we need? And I mean, once you sit down and look at that, it's actually not that hard to get into those opportunities. You just have to be able to present yourself professionally and know what you're doing. As long as you do the research and you take the time to organize yourself you got to set yourself up for that. You
Yeah.
have to set yourself. You can't just jump into it. Because when you jump into it, you're getting all these no's. You're looking crazy. If you get the opportunity, you may be looking crazy because you didn't take the time to set yourself up.
Yeah.
You have to be in position, put yourself in position.
Okay, so two things. My strategic brain is now doing like this. Have you ever thought about putting an ebook together for how to wholesale?
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, because I think just knowing that there are people who like right now want to become dessert wholesalers and have no idea how.
Yeah.
And you said it doesn't take that much, but like there is a step-by-step process and you have it in your mind.
Yes.
So if you had it like in a book or in like a document,
hmm
people I think they would pay at least $10, $15 for that.
Hey, I agree. Because I mean, there's steps to it that a lot of people don't know or they don't think about.
Yeah.
Because, when you're going into that, these coffee shops, they're actually more open than you think. When you come to them with the right information, the right setup, that you already have it together, they're willing to take a risk. But if you don't have it together and you don't look polished,
Yeah.
they're not willing to take that risk because that's a risk. To
Yeah.
bring in another brand, another company into their establishment, that's a risk.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's part of it too, is making sure that you look good, not just on paper, but in real life,
Absolutely.
in addition to having these other steps laid out. So, tell me about your most recent partnership because you
Oh
just
my
got a
goodness.
really big new one.
Yes. I am just so, so grateful beyond words that we now have a partnership with Inspired Church Houston. So, so exciting. And this partnership is a little bit different from our other ones that we've had because this is a big church. This is kind of like a mega church, you would say.
All right, mega church.
And to add it on, this will be the only food product that's offered right now
Okay.
to pair with their
That's
coffees,
huge.
which is huge, right?
Huge.
Really, really huge. So every week they'll be ordering every week to have that available in their coffee shop, which is absolutely amazing. Not to mention, we would be a preferred vendor for their events too, because
Okay.
they like to have luxury
Oh, did
cookies.
they just have a, was that what Sharon just went to? Inspire somebody?
Yes, so
Okay.
Inspire Church, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just had another brilliant idea for you. So maybe not initially, but like, because you have other food items that you guys curate,
Yes,
they could use some sandwiches in
exactly.
the shop, so not just rookies. So this is really
Like
huge.
croissant sandwiches. That's something that
Yes.
we thought about even offering to our current partners too, because that's something that they need. And a
Yeah.
lot of people love our consistency, our quality, our packaging, our delivery processes. We're very, very detailed in what we do with our wholesale system.
Absolutely.
And so I think that would be a great idea to offer because they need it.
Absolutely. Because if you think about it, like let's look at just Starbucks by itself. They don't just have like pastries. They
Right.
also do have some sandwich offerings or like, something that's a little more savory because some
Yeah,
people do want to pop in and grab something for lunch in addition to like,
absolutely.
their drink. So I think this is great.
I agree.
All right. So what can we expect from you next? I mean, I know this is big and you're just kicking this off, but do you have a plan for what's next?
Oh my goodness. Well, we're really diving into expanding our wholesale partnerships. So we've been really intentional about setting up a timeline of how we're tackling this last quarter of the year.
Okay.
Our goal is to have at least 3 new partnerships. We're already in the works with Third Gen Coffee as well.
Okay.
So that's really exciting. We'll be one of the pop-up pastry businesses to come in their coffee shop to actually set up our pop-up right in their coffee shop and make our own sales right there, which is super cool. So we'll have more details about that once we have those dates. But in the meantime, October 5th will be our launch day for
Okay.
Inspired Church. So make sure you're there, Inspired Church. We need y'all to come and buy up all the brookies, okay?
Come and grab that.
But beyond that, oh my goodness. There's so many things going on that I can't even pinpoint right now, but I know that's definitely our main goal is to expand our partnerships with brookies.
Okay.
So that way we can be ready for the next thing.
Okay. So like make a pitch right now to anybody watching if they have a coffee shop or if they have a
Yes.
what else? What else? What other kind of place are we looking for?
Cafes or, even small boutique restaurants as well. So
Okay.
that's another one. Or if you have like a luxury food truck,
Okay.
we're open to that too.
Okay. So anywhere luxury or delectable desserts can be sold, we're looking for you as a
We are.
partner.
Wrapped in gold, serve with a gold spoon for your royal experience.
Okay. All right. So tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me anywhere online, Regal Pineapple Hospitality, which is our umbrella hospitality company, and Bookies Brookies as well, bookiesbrookies.com, Bookies Brookies on Instagram, or just go to regalpineapplehospitality.com and you'll see all of our different brands and what we have to offer to bring you true hospitality.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so everybody, thank you so much for watching this episode or listening to this episode of The Sheba Show right here on the Creative AF Divine Flow. I've been your host, Sheba Roy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.